Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio with the update on Warhammer Quest Cursed City. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, and warcry content as well. So we just got the recent announcement after a little preview earlier in the year that Cursed City would be returning after the blunder last year. So let's check out the official details and have a look. So Cursed City returns this March, made to order for 2 weeks. Everyone thought it was dead, but you can't keep a good game down. Warhammer Quest Cursed City is back, and you'll be gearing up to take down Radakar the Wolf and his undead cronies a lot sooner than you think. Don't miss your copy of Warhammer Cursed City. In fact, you'll be able to pre-order the full game on made-to-order basis from Saturday the 5th of March. There'll be a 2-week window to place your orders, and this time stock won't run out. Everyone who orders a copy during these 2 weeks is guaranteed to get one. So it is a made-to-order 2-week pre-order window on Saturday the 5th of March. And we know that technically the price increases are not supposed to go into effect until the 7th of March. But we'll come back to that. So, what is Warhammer Quest Cursed City? This wildly popular installment of the Warhammer Quest series is the biggest to date, with the incredible 60 citadel miniatures, the 8 unique heroes, 42 undead enemies, and 10 morbid objective markers for them to battle over. You'll also find a variety of gorgeous modular board tiles to ensure each adventure into the haunted city streets unfolds differently. Aided by fiendish cards, striking tokens, and ominous trackers that put a twist on the tale of every game. All that plus a bespoke 40-page rulebook and 56-page quest book with plenty of adventures for you to stick your fangs into. So here we see the contents of the game. The atmospheric setting and grim narrative are perfect for fans of Warhammer Age of Sigmar who love a gothic story, stunning miniatures, and exciting gameplay. And if you're a Soulblight Gravelord enthusiast, the undead residents of Ulfenkarn will provide with the core of your army in a box. You don't need to be an existing fan to play, though with its own self-contained rules and quests, Cursed City is a perfect tabletop experience for up to 4 players. Whether they're looking for a board game fix or just want a fun evening of staking vampires, the cooperative nature of this game means everyone can win. What's in the box? So here we see the 8 heroes included in the box. So we have a ogre brute. We have a dwarf with kind of like a gun stake thrower type deal there. Sort of like he's a Cardon Overlord from your typical Sigmar universe. And then we have like a demon hunter, witch hunter type guy right here. We have a Sigmar, essentially like Stormcast Eternal chick. We have an elven archer, one of my favorite models in the set. And then we have like a human kind of like swashbuckler dude with a pistol and sword. And then we have a necromancer and a healer, or cleric. Pretty cool overall. Definitely has sort of a Dungeons and Dragons overall kind of like theme to it. Very similar if you're familiar with the previous Warhammer Quest games. The models are absolutely stunning as well. And then there are 42 hostiles. The main hostile being Radakar the Wolf. There are 3 of these sort of like vampire hybrid creatures in the set. And then we have like various undead skeleton forces, zombie forces, and then a few characters as well. And there's even a werebat in the set. And then there are 10 different objective markers included. We have the War Scroll book, so you can play all these characters in Age of Sigmar to basically like start a force with all of the undead. And then the rule book and quest book to play the actual game. There's a ton of counters, tokens, of course, all the dice you need to play, and then multiple big sheets of thick, heavy cardboard tiles, essentially representing like various dungeons. And of course, they have regular squares on them so that you can move throughout the game without any measuring devices or anything like that. There's a secret envelope quest card for when you beat the game. And then, of course, all the cards for all the characters, treasure, events, and everything that happen inside the game. This is very similar to the previous iterations of Warhammer Quest. including like the 2 older versions that were fantasy, and then even Blackstone Fortress, which is like the 40K or 41st millennium version of Quest as well. But it's very cool. It's pretty simple to play if you've never played it before. It's not super in-depth. You can play with friends or family members, teach the game pretty easily. Essentially, each character has, at the beginning of their turn, 4 dice slots on their card. You roll your 4 dice, and then those are your basically like points that you can spend. So if you have like 1s or 2s, you can do basic things with them. 3s and 4s and 5s will allow you to do like more difficult or more like stunning abilities, and then 6s will allow you to do like your absolute best abilities. Your characters can become awakened after you complete certain tasks that are unique to each of them, in which case you like flip your card over and you have basically a better profile, but you have like various attacks, spells, and different things that you can use on your activations. You can also like try to heal yourself and various other things as well. Pretty awesome game, very, very fun, but easy to pick up. It's not super complex like a lot of the other games are. Now, if you're going to play through and do like a mission, you can like get treasure, save that treasure. Your characters can get better over time and basically like level up to have like special equipment, magic items, potions, all kinds of cool things like that. Or you can just play like just a regular mission with some friends that are over for a game night, and then that's it. You don't have to keep playing through a campaign or anything like that if you don't want to. But obviously the game is meant as like a campaign where you level up and you go through certain quests and achieve certain things. And then for the bad guys, unlike a Dungeons and Dragons type game where one person has to be like the dungeon master or operate all the bad guys, this is not like that. You could have someone do that, but essentially the game is meant to be a co-op. So you could have like 2 or 4 players all play together with a single character each, or if you have 2 players, you could each play 2 characters, etc. If you have an odd number, obviously somebody could play 2, or you could alternate playing with the 4th character, etc. But the monsters essentially are randomly placed on the board, and then for their activations, you just roll a die, and then you look at each monster card, and they have something assigned to what you roll on the dice. So it might say run forward and try to attack anyone that is closest in range. It might say to try to cast a spell, or for one of the stronger characters that they empower all of the other enemies around. So say like a skeleton lord might allow all the other skeletons to take an extra move forward or an extra attack if they're already engaged. But it is all like randomized, and it sort of is programmed into their card how they will behave based on the various die rolls, so that they sort of like stick to more of like a narrative. So some things will be super aggressive, some things will just kind of like act a little more nonchalant, etc. But overall, it is very cool. I like that it is a completely cooperative game that everyone can play together, and the rules themselves are not super difficult to where you have to spend hours or days or weeks learning the game. You can basically read through the rulebook, set everything up within a few minutes, maybe a little bit of prep time just to kind of familiarize yourself with it, and then you can basically just start playing right away. Obviously, like any game, it helps if you have one person a little more knowledgeable or a little more experienced, so you don't have to be looking up as many rules. But essentially, it flows pretty nicely. Overall, a very cool game, and definitely a lot of value in the box, as it does contain over 60 miniatures, and they are very highly detailed miniatures. So this release of Cursed City will be made to order, so those who missed out the first time around can guarantee they'll receive a copy first. This time, sales will be open for 2 weeks, from the 5th of March to the 20th of March. Every order placed within this time frame will be fulfilled, and the game will cost the same as it did on its first launch day. So it was officially $200 USD in the United States, and they are locking in the price at $200. I have confirmed also that it is 100% still the same price. So that is definitely a nice choice, in my opinion, by Games Workshop to keep the price the same, since it wasn't people's necessarily like fault that they were not able to get a hold of it. So now most folks should receive their copy by May, though the wait may be longer for certain regions. So obviously, if you're located somewhere and there are issues with transportation, shipping, etc., may be difficult to get to you on time. But assuming that demand is pretty regular and not too crazy, everything will be available by May. So if we say on 5th of March is the pre-order date through the 20th of March, We have from the end of March till April, and then from April sometime in May you will receive them. So roughly a 60, possibly up to 90-day window, depending when you place your order. So pretty cool. Definitely going to be getting your copy regardless and getting it for the original price, which is pretty awesome. Here we see like one of the bat characters. Here we see like the werebat. This is Radikar, the main bad guy. A couple of our heroes here, and then some of the skeletons as well. Very, very nice models. Love the miniatures that come in this game. And again, it is absolutely packed with value for that price point. So I don't think you'll be able to grab a copy this March. There's no need to worry. Cursed City will be receiving a full relaunch later this year, along with some juicy new expansions. Whether you pick up the box now or take your time to prepare for Ulfenkarn's salvation, there are many more creepy quests and frightful foes waiting in the game's future, as Radikar's bloodthirsty ambitions cause the streets to run even redder. Will you be playing Cursed City this spring? Choose your heroes and let us know your favorites over on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. So we know for sure, it says right here, that we're receiving a full relaunch this year. So eventually it will be back out and about and readily available. It will become a full line that will last probably for years, the same way that Blackstone Fortress has. And then there will be various expansions, some of which we have already seen the characters from. For instance, Radikar the Beast, which is our bad guy right here, Radikar the Wolf. And he basically goes full on like were vampire status. So pretty freaking cool. Definitely excited for that. Very happy to see that the price will be staying the same for anyone that missed out. So, it costs you a little bit of time, but it's not going to cost you any extra money. And especially with the impending price hikes, nice to know that Games Workshop is going to, keep the fans happy on this one. So the box is absolutely loaded. I did an unboxing video. If you have not checked that out previously, I can go have a look right now and see everything that comes inside the set. But it is absolutely loaded. Here we see all the various miniatures and everything included. Everything you need to play contained within a single box. And if you have, a friend or three that you would like to split this with at a $200 price point, 2 people could get it for $100 each, or 4 people could split it at $50 a person. And there are tons of miniatures. Each person could basically have 2 of their own characters and a bunch of bad guys, or obviously keep the game all together and have some fun with it. But a very nice game, very nice value. The models are absolutely stunning and loaded with detail, and I am very, very happy for the community to see this coming back. So let me know what you think. Are you interested in this game? Are you definitely going to get yourself a copy this time? Are you excited for the expansions? Have you already played through the game and you got it on the initial boot? Would you be interested in seeing some painting tutorial videos on how to speed paint these models, or how to use contrast paint to quickly but quality paint these models as well? I'm curious and definitely looking forward to creating some Cursed City themed content, as I absolutely love this game. I'm a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons and role playing, and for me this is sort of a crossover between like the old Warhammer Quest, Dungeons and Dragons, and Age of Sigmar. So a beautiful combination of 3 things that I have absolutely loved, not only of late, but for basically years, as Warhammer Quest was one of the first games that I ever played, and I absolutely loved the old versions. The new versions were super fun as well. Blackstone Fortress was awesome, and Cursed City is right up there with them all. So let me know what you think down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, and warcry content. Basically anything to do with tabletop gaming, from painting tutorials, conversions, magnetization, lighting, all types of cool customizations, anything you can possibly imagine, and also all kinds of custom 3D printing, and of course some D&D content as well. And I do have something extra special planned for Cursed City, as I'm creating some cool STL files that I plan to share with the community that will go right along with this box game to make it even more immersive. So let me know what you think down below. Share your comments and obviously your enthusiasm for the game. Absolutely loving all the positive feedback lately. But that is it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.